Wagwan guys, what's going on? I hope you're doing well. I cannot complain myself. Excuse me if you hear some of my speech slurred. It's because the right side of my face is numb. I went to the dentist. They did like some scrub work on the right side of my mouth, and they'll have to do the rest of it on the left tomorrow. So working on the new smile may take a little bit more time, but it's gonna be here pretty soon. Anyway, I want to talk about the video Angel Reese made. You know, she was talking about her rent and how much her rent cost, and you know, it could be a flex or whatever, right? But really, it's something to look at. In all honesty, I think she was keeping it 100. She was keeping it a buck. I think she said her rent was like $8,000. I'll play the clip. I'll roll it for you.
I don't even think that pays one of my bills. Literally. I'm trying to think of like my rent for where I stay at. I'm gonna do the math real quick.
It might cover that. Yeah,
It
definitely covers that.
What is my... I don't even know my salary. 74? Okay. I don't even know my salary. Does it? What is it? You don't even... Yo! I'm living beyond my means! It's like... No, my rent is more than that. It's 8,000. I'm living beyond my means. Like y'all think. Babe, if y'all thought... It's like... I don't even know my salary for WNBA. That thing. Did I even pay my car note?
Yeah, I think it pays your car note.
Yeah. I ain't doing it, that thing. Oh, when is that other hot tea coming out?
But that's sad because that really shows you, like, obviously you're fortunate
To be in the...
income, but think about how many people don't and have to actually live off that.
I know.
That's really sad.
I wouldn't even be able to get a sandwich if I wanted to.
Yeah, no, you literally...
I wouldn't be able to eat. I would only be able to live.
Yeah. Like, especially in the city, like Chicago,
Yeah.
New York, like, that's crazy. And you make the same amount of money if you live in New York, California, which are the most expensive states.
I know.
Versus if you live in
like, imagine
Minnesota.
Where,
Yeah.
like Cam, remember here?
Yeah. Yeah, and their
Damn.
tax rate is so much higher.
And I want to live somewhere safe, so.
So crazy.
So, in all honesty, I think they were being very honest in their response on that live, right? What they was talking about, because yeah, $8,000 is a lot for rent. I'm not even about to front with you. You know what I'm saying? You could be, you could pay for a house. But the thing is, she's in the WNBA. She could be traded, spur of the moment. Those things happen. And of course, yeah, you could sell your house or whatever. That's just more is going to be tied up in escrow, when you do that, right? She decided to be in a loft or some high rise, probably that, where it's gated, some type of gated community or something like that, or gated complex, right? Some building that has security, and she's gonna pay money for it. So she said she pays $8,000 for that. That's a lot of money. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not even fronting with you. That's a lot of money. But she was making a lot of money when she was in college, right? And she makes a lot of money off endorsements and all these other things. And I thought that was something that was glaring, at least to me, because she was saying like, what she said she get paid like $74,000 from the WNBA, and all her other money comes from sponsors, which is probably like, it's probably the bulk of her money. It's coming from, other outside sources besides the WNBA, which is yes, it's a blessing. I will say that it is a blessing. But when you think about it, like, you can't really live off of no money like that. You can't. She said she can't even buy a sandwich. You know how true that is? Yo, my mom used to say that. You know what I'm saying? You want to at least have some money so you can buy yourself a burger. You know what I'm saying? You can't even buy a burger. That's sad. That's not, it's not funny. It's sad. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you get to play a sport that you love. You've been growing up playing it. But, I can almost liking it to this. Like, how people say, oh, you picked a sorry degree. No one's going to pay you No, what are you gonna do with a basket? You know, they'll call, you know, like a social work degree, like some basket weaving, where you could, like, you know, it's different things you could do. You know what I'm saying? You can what's something else that you can do? I forgot. Yeah, you can get into administrative work, right? You don't necessarily have to be like, you know what I'm saying, just like a social worker. You can, you know, that opens you up to, like, you could be, you know, you can get into some administrative work. You can be a director. You can be a ton of other things, right? Okay, but that's what I say. You feel me? Because even with the WNBA, yes, it's a low-paying job, but you could get some sponsors if you know how to, you know how to do what you're doing. You do, you know what I'm saying? You could get some sponsors. You get some people that want your name and likeness attached to their brand, and you can make money that way. But not everybody's going to be able to do that. Okay, not everybody's going to be able to do that. Now, and it was sad to say, like, in $74,000, that's like, I gotta say it, that's like kind of doing good. You know what I'm saying? It's sad because when you haven't saw or touched any money like that, you know what I'm saying? And then you have to come to that realization where this isn't enough. And then you say to yourself, oh man, because when you don't have that money, you're like, shoot, $75,000. Like, man, I can, the things I can do with it. I don't have my phone with me, but you can pull out your calculator. If your rent is $1,000 a month, you could just minus $12,000 from that. Okay, so you sitting at 60 just off top right there. We not adding in phone bill. We not adding in light bill. We not adding in cable. You really gonna have to check your subscription list and watch some of the things you do on that. But just like a basic deduction, let's say $5,000, and let's not say you keep wanting to upgrade and get a new phone, because that's gonna be $2,000 period right there. You know what I'm saying? You looking at the news. I had to check myself. You know what I'm saying? I just bought the 15, then the 16 came out, and I'm like, man, should I get the 16? I'm like, man, I can't even ball like Spalding, man. I could have done it if I wanted to. I said, man, let me not even try to play with myself like that, man. Let me not even do that. I'm gonna just hold this down until the next one come out. You feel me? But anywho, that's serious. You have to make those type of decisions. You know what I'm saying? But she was saying how she's living outside of her means. You feel me? But you have to think about all the other money she's seeing, and it's like at a certain when you get to a certain level, man, you can't. You know, your environment is going to shape who you are. Your environment is going to shape who you are, and you can't associate yourself with, you know, individuals that come from a certain environment that are going to be predisposed to, like, you know what I'm saying? So things that you really don't want to be around. You don't want that to affect you in any type of way. You know what I'm saying? And it's very simple. At the end, it's just that. You know what I'm saying? And you got to make that decision to where, okay, what neighborhood am I gonna be in? You know what I'm saying? And that's a must. Where are you gonna lay your head at and not have to worry about somebody kicking in your door, you listening to your neighbors have a domestic a dispute, you hearing cops and all this and that? You want to get somewhere where it's quiet, where you can go and get somewhere and sit down. Okay, now you know, it's just some things, you know, the more money you see, you're gonna have to realize that where you really need, you know what I'm saying? You it's one of those things where, like, what can you do that's beneficial? You have to manifest destiny. You can't just be sitting somewhere, you know what I'm saying, and be broke, literally, but you not coming to that realization, you know what I'm saying, quick enough. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I think Biggie said, you know, more money, more problems. So, okay, you can have that. You feel me? But the fact that she is cognizant and she's, you know what I'm saying, she's having those conversations already about that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta applaud. You feel me? And she's doing her thing, of course. Of course she's doing her thing. Right? Famous, celebrity status or whatever. You know, keep grinding. You feel me? And that goes for everybody else. That goes for me too. You know what I'm saying? You have to keep elevating. You know what I'm saying? You have to continue, you know what I'm saying, to elevate. You know what I'm saying? Your health, everything. You know what I'm saying? I went and, you know what I'm saying, and I had to do my thing. You feel me? I had to do my, had to do my thing. Go to the dentist. You feel me? Had to, go to the doctor. You know what I'm saying? Make sure everything is good with me. You feel me? And of course, right? I'm healthy. I'm doing fine. Right? Thank God. Praise the Lord. Right? But that's the thing that you have to, so you have to understand that. You feel me? You can't be complacent. A lot of people wouldn't have caught that. Some people would have just been quiet. You know what I'm saying? Because they just seeing that type of money. And they're not gonna speak truth to power and be like, nah, that's not enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, what can I do with that? You know what I'm saying? But I hope I said something that spark you guys' interest. You feel me? And kind of get that mind going in that area, because it's one of those things. You feel me? You have to be paid what you're worth. You know what I'm saying? You have to do that. You got to go out there, make that money. You feel me? And of course, only if that's something that interests you. You know what I'm saying? To manifest destiny and to continue to prosper in that way. Like, if that's not you, then I completely understand. You feel me? That's not you. You know what I'm saying? But for a guy like me, you know what I'm saying, it's only feasible for that to be the situation for me. So like once again, shout out to Angel Reese, her making that statement. And peace, guys. I'm out.